Hi, it's Lindy from Lovely Villain Designs. Let's make some clusters. We talked about clusters the other day, and I thought this would be a good time to go ahead and try and make some. There are no hard and fast rules for clusters. It is just putting layers of things together in a way that you like. I think the main thing to keep in mind, at least for me, is to have the larger things on the bottom and the smaller things on the top. And that's pretty much it. So I had this piece of packaging. It's nice and sturdy. It was the packaging for some 6x6 cardstock. So you can tear these things. You can cut them. They don't have to be a regular shape. I think I'm going to cut this one into, let me do it that size. All right, so then on top of that, what should I put? This, I think this would look nice. And I am going to just tear a lot of things. That would look nice on there. Maybe a little bit of packing paper underneath there. I like the torn look. Just put that under there. And really, it's just artfully arranging whatever you've got. This is a perfect way to use your scraps. Let's see, I pulled out some really nice ribbon. Let's go with a splash of color on here. I love this blue. Let's get a little bit of this blue. And those are my fabric scissors. I got to put them over there so I don't use them for anything but fabric. That's a little bit, although, you know what? I was going to say it's a little bit big, but why don't we put that on the bottom? Packing paper. A little bit of this paper. How about, I have this really narrow, super narrow satiny ribbon. So I think I'm gonna just kind of bunch that up. Put that on there. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can staple it. Let's see if a staple will hold it. It might not with the ribbon. I might have to glue some, but let's see what it does. All right, that held it pretty well. And then I think finally on the very top, I'm gonna put a little focal point, and it can be off center. I think things look better if they are. And this, I think maybe because it's on top, maybe I will go ahead and use, let's use our Turbo Tacky Glue. Let's see if that'll work. Where's it gonna go? I'm gonna put plenty of it on there because it's gonna have to stick through a couple of layers of things. I might have to use a different glue. I might have to come back and staple it. I don't know. But that's all right. This is, as with so many things that Reese and I do, this is just fun. It's just something that can be fun and relaxing. It's an excellent way to use your scraps. We're not ever looking for perfection. We're just looking for something that we like. And if you make something that you don't like, that's okay. We all make things that we don't like. Yeah, that's not bad. I think this would make a nice little cluster on a journal page somewhere. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and put it in our idea book journal. Where should it go? Let's put it on this stripy page. Ooh, that'll look nice. Should we, you know what? Here's what we'll do. We're gonna make it a tuck. It could just be on there as decoration, but let's go ahead and make it a tuck. So that means we're going to, you know what? We'll just go ahead and use the Turbo Glue. Doesn't have to be narrow if it's a tuck. We'll put a little bit on the bottom, a little bit on the side, maybe a little on this side to make sure it's anchored. you want it to be sturdy if you're going to tuck something behind it. There. How easy was that? All the extra glue coming out there. All right, I'm going to let that dry. Let's try one more. We still have some time. I'm trying to keep all videos under 10 minutes so that they can go on TikTok easily without having to make them into a two-part thing. But it doesn't have to be a hard and fast rule. Let's use this other part of the packaging. And you know what? We'll start with music paper behind it. We'll put the packaging here. What else do we have? Let's use a little piece of that. We'll make it kind of, because this is tall, let's tear a tall strip of that. Again, just don't overthink it. Your worst enemy is when you overthink things in this sort of project. Maybe a little bit of green in there. You can always take it back off if you don't like it. I don't want to cover. I like that lacy edge line there. Maybe I'll make this smaller. Put that there. How about a piece of that fabric? That'll be nice. And is that too regular? I want it to be balanced, somewhat balanced. That's a little too big. Maybe, what else do I have here? I brought out a whole bunch of scraps, things that I have in my stash. Oh, that'd be pretty. That'd be pretty with the butterfly, the half butterfly. Let's put a little bit of you know what? You're gonna think I'm crazy, and maybe you're right. But sometimes I save the threads that I pull off of things, like when I rip fabric, and it makes a really nice little background just for things like this. So there, you can still see all the elements. This maybe I need a bigger piece of that because I really like that. Let's do a bigger piece of that coming down the side, so it pokes out a little better. There we go. All right. I don't like this one as well as the first one, but it's not too bad. I think because I've got things pretty much where I like them, I think I'm going to go ahead and do a staple or two and see if that'll hold it. There's one. Does that hold everything? Let's do another one just for good measure. Okay. Should we go ahead and put that one in there? Maybe this one we'll just do as a decoration. Where should it go? I don't want it too close to the first one. I like that. I really like that with the little ribbon. Nice. Okay, this one, let's put it, let's put it right, nah, where does it look good? Where does it look good? You know what, let's just put it on the paper bag. We'll put it on the paper bag for decoration. Okay, running out of time, so I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Please join us for future videos, and thank you very much from Lovely Villain Designs.